Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith of In Black Quantage VTF here at T3 Live with this week's market wrap-up and SPY doing all sorts of nothing. So hey, look at this week doing nothing. And if it wasn't for today, it was really doing nothing. We went outside day, inside day, gap down, and then do nothing. So on the weekly basis, what we'd want to look for here, so I always want to reconfirm the month, right? We're in the mid-month, so for month, still green on the month and taking out last highs. That's two, one direction, right? So if you go to the daily, then you drop in like this. You go to the weekly here. So what's the next two? Which in a two is taking out one side of the range. We're going to take out that or that because that will make a difference, right, on what things look like. If you take that out and start coming back through here, or do we just keep slowly driving higher? We'll see, because you got NASDAQ, QQQ. Fine, just going into the highs, and then you just back off a little today. Here for a little hammer, just Doji still walking up like that, and you're going to see that same stuff kind of like IBB, just kind of still walking up as NASDAQ stuff. Small cappers, still just hanging around the highs and still chugging along, like I said, making the two. Remember, number two is above that one, 3-2 outside, and we look for that because that tells you that there's some action going on when you have an outside bar. They tried to take it down, couldn't do it, in the face, paid up, and then kept it going. Diamonds would be more the issue here, a little bit closer to taking out last week's lows, but just this slow grinder in the broader averages is really keeping us on the stocks. So for today, we had crude oil get walloped, and that was good. And what you're going to look for here is, like, and you hear me look for broadening formations, is like most of the bigger moves come back through previous ranges. And what I mean by that here is, if you can see this here, this is higher than that, right? And then once you start dropping back here, anybody who's long in here is going to be discernibly long against something. This, that, right? And you come and rip through them. So you still got a little bit more to take this out come next week. And what that was good for, it tells us where we want to be, because we know from the dailies what we want to look for, those 3-2s or inside days and down. And so here, the outside days to the downside, which we were looking at last night. Conoco, bam, 3-2 down. WLL, APC. So those setups work real nice with that oil paying us a favor. During the day, picked up on some bio, BMRN, started to move out. And the thing about it is, like, some people say you can't chase, you just got to wait, right? So there's ways to get in on this thing in here. But if you just wait, right, and it goes up for another hour, then this hour takes out some lows, then it goes inside. There's your one, inside back to the upside, right here above 95.32, and that's a nice little push up towards 97. It did it again here, and this is an inside momentum hammer, and this was above 97.25, and if you're watching late and making sure that it stayed up there, right, because this is the last 15 minutes of the day, and protecting yourself, you could still had some pretty nice gains, and either way you're going to make some money off of that. With those 3-2 days that we look for, like AVT today, this is nice. Outside day to the upside. And like I said, it's a range expansion on both sides. And if that continues, you get moves like this. Doesn't always happen that way, but if it does, that's why we pay attention to these things. If you look at Palo Alto, had a nice week here. Palo Alto, remember when we watched these outside bars, right? Now this, in this case, was too strong to take that downside out. So this is a matter of time frame continuity. Tried to buy last week, bad idea. You come in this week, now you can get that week to go back green. You look for the inside day and the outside bar, and voila. Here's your broadening formation like this. Some people say, I don't see the top. Oh, you will. There, but here's your inside day, and you come ripping back through this range and into an old 3, and then eventually take it out. Tesla. So Tesla is nice here on the month. So when you get mid-month, you want to make sure you're trading things that aren't not moving, doji stuff like this. And so Tesla, obviously on the move to the upside, this slight 2 to the downside, then the monthly of 2 back up, and now this month to come back and take this out as a compound 3, right? So these 3 bars take these 3 out, right? And so a lot of people don't know how to train their mind to see time frames that aren't there. On a 3-month chart, this is an outside bar, right? And so you want to be able to read compound stuff like that, and I'll show you in a second here in Apple too. And then on the daily, all you had to do is wait for the inside day right here. Boom, 347.20, and there you got $10 or whatever in a day. So that's good. Apple on the 30, if you look at this here, you'll see what this did here this afternoon. See, now it's coming back in here. You see this outside bar goes up into here, and now it's going to be that compounder to try and take that stuff out. So you want to be able to train your mind to see different time frames that the software doesn't present to you. From last weekend's weekend vid, I make a weekend vid from every weekend. This worked real nice. Like I said, when you can see something coming back into back in through a range like this. This is the weekly DIN. And that slightly was down to the upside. So this is the two down, and then, two up, and then two back up into this range, right? You come ripping back through here, and that was a no pain. That was a no painter. $10 taking this off, this compound one, two down, two, and as soon as you got that, look at open on the low of the week and never look back. So that was good. And then EW in the bio, nice week here. All right, you can see up. Doji measured move, and we can expect that because it's a 322 because it's inside year and up for one, and then on the month it's an inside 1, 2 up. That means it's consolidated and gone up. So EW working well too. And if we go to RH, had the big gap. All right. The good thing about that is we already knew about this triangle down in here, right? This thing looks pretty small now, but at that time, this is 110 and this is 95 down in here. We're looking at that 2, 2, 2 right here. We got it. And the beautiful thing about that is that that has you already in for no pain. If you want to stomach the earnings, you're already $20 in or so, right? And then you can get that. And can we expect this to potentially do that? Yes. Why? Because we also look at the macro charts. RH is a 3-2 setup on the year when it breaks over 109.53, right? So this is how you tie in all the charts together to set this kind of stuff up. Some of the stuff that's really been some of the best trading this week was, and recently it was all these newer issues, like IQ. Like saying IQ inside day to the upside yesterday here above 35.24, and it's a quick $5 there. And then if you just go down to the 15 today, you're going to see this. This is a nice little opening here. I'll shrink it down a little bit better. Here's the opening of the day. Pow, inside 15, and then boom, straight up off the inside 15 above 39.64, topped out over 43. Then you had another inside bar that attempted to go up, so you could take that, but as soon as it comes back in, you get out. All right, just scratch that trade because this is the rev strat. The 1, 2, shooter counters hammer back through this equilibrium, and boom, then you hit this thing on the downside. Below 41.63, went all the way back down below 38. So those are two real nice ones in IQ. The ZUO, this thing, ZUO, having all sorts of fun in here. 3-2 month to the upside. Outside month, it's only 3 months old, but that broke at 22.96, things trading 34. CBLK, welcome to the world. That's a 2 on the monthly, taking that out. And if you go, look at this inside day here. Inside day up above 27.32, still going. And then just today, AVLR. AVLR comes brand new, spanking new, and says, howdy do. You go to the 30s, and went inside 30 up here. You didn't get too much out of that. But you got inside 30 up here, and then you got it here, above 39.38, went out at 44.94. And then if you go down to the 5 minute, at the end of the day, it was awesome. 3-2 to the downside. Here's your broadening formation. Inside bar, ready, going to rip back through the range in this sub-triangle. Boom. On the 5 minute, 41.27, goes out at 44.94 on the highs. So a lot of good stuff out there. And hopefully, for the people who are new to what I'm telling you, hopefully you investigate this a little bit more. Because when you understand all this stuff, you don't have to sit there and ponder whether something's a buy or a sell or not. We know based on all these things, time frame continuity, and the scenarios with actionable signals. So hope that helps. I hope everybody had a great week and has an even better weekend. I'm Rob City in the Black Quantage VTF here at T3 Live with this week's Market Wrap-Up.